Mm-hmm. All right. Um, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? As you can see on the screen, my people, these are the update from the Mason things, eh? So you can go and read that. But I'm going to read it and go through it and then I'll go through a video. We have something to play from Mr. Wayne Lonesome in regards to the same topic. So, we have some little things to go through now. Yeah. Respect the people them on the live on TikTok and on the live on Bolo Clips on YouTube. Only for respect and manners. Can you guys tell me if you're hearing any background music? Because when me there, you can hear background noise, but we don't know about music. The music another one distance. Hopefully you guys can hear the music. But this is Miss Nal, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on there. When it comes to YouTube, let me see if we can zoom this up better for YouTubers then. Alright, so it says here, you see the editing on the top. Bad mind PMP don't like this. First of all, I don't know why the individual thinks of me is a PMP. I'm a Jamaican. I will not be given any labels as to political persuasion or a temporary political persuasion. I am not die-hearted by any means, and I will never be. Whoever is the right candidate or individuals for the job that I see has the right policies for me and my family, and in extension, the Jamaican people, those are the individuals that I am going to support. Point blank, period. There's no if nor buts nor maybe about it. Every single Jamaican has an assessment to make, ladies and gentlemen, in regards to the government that they want to serve them. This election that we're in right now, this election has to do with what have they done in the 9 years that they've been in power for. What have they actually done? You also have to assess, and this is everybody. You have to assess is what they have done been enough for you? Did the promises that they set out for you, did they meet those expectations? Did they excel those expectations, or did they fall short of those expectations? Right? Those are the things that you have to decipher for yourself. Now, I am happy for me, Snall, and anywhere that gets water. But for me personally, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to a area getting water, that's not a major achievement. That is a basic achievement for any administration, whether it's PMP or JLP. I don't care. I understand? PMP or JLP, it's your responsibility to use our tax dollars efficiently to make sure that the people in that area is actually getting running water, basic necessity. How much years has Jamaica been independent for? How long? And I know that we're not totally independent, but you understand the question, right? Hmm? How much years? So when you think about those things, um, you have to assess for yourself again whether or not what standards do you hold for your governing body. Hmm? And is corruption not a factor for you? I notice a lot of these laborites, they like to say, oh, you know, me dey on the live right now, my general. Me dey on the live on Bolo Clips. On my TikTok here. Huh? Yeah man. Alright, yeah man. So Well, I know my people. Thank you for hitting the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, before I go into that, this way I see on your screen. Yeah, me I make this about the person who text me. I'm definitely making it about you, Kerry. If you're listening, if not, whatever. When I go to the inbox, I go show you because I don't know why people is coming at me because I'm asking questions. It's like the laborers them don't want you ask no question. And when they ask question, they say, "Oh, this person, them a mischief maker." The reason why we are asked question is a deficiency in communication from the government's end, right? Did the government communicate effectively with the people in the area of Mason Hall when they were taking out the pipes? Hmm? Did they communicate to them effectively? These are very, very serious questions. So anyway, she sent me this. She said, tell your PMP to go sign up for their water. So the people them in Mason Hall, they can see on the screen, them say, "Oh, no, go sign up for no water." So they are declaring that water is in Mason Hall. So everybody in Mason Hall can go sign up for them water. According to this young lady, there's no way, there's nowhere in Mason Hall that water is not available. You understand? According to her. Alright? But I said to her, you still didn't see the deception, the bad communication and misleading info they have given. And then she's gonna say the PMP just twist everything. Water is in Mason Hall. Tell your friends to make sure they sign up. The same ones who call you. So I did a live before with members of the public that called me to give me information regarding um, their take on what is going on in Mason Hall and what they know. I never co-signed what they said. I was just listening to what they said. And I always preference and said, if these things are true. I was even saying that there's no way that the JLP committed political suicide and actually went up there, broke ground to give water, and then took back the water. There has to be an explanation. I was simply asking the questions as to what is the explanation, right? But Matthew Samuda came up with an aggressive video. Oh, they're troublemakers and they're this and they're that. How about you tell the people and communicate with the people effectively from the jump? And what do I mean by that? Before you guys leave, so ladies and gentlemen, um, this is just the commissioning ceremony. We're just here to prove to you that the work has been done for water to get to Mason Hall. It's actually working. And now we can promise you that everybody can now go and register for water in Mason Hall. All right, registration process starts this time. So you see, when the man them come and when I take out the pipe them, there would be no confusion as to the optics of how it looked that the prime minister was there breaking ground, and then moments after that pipe are take out. These labor rights is acting as if the optics of it did not look away. Furthermore, I will be paying attention to this situation in Mason Hall after this to see if everything continues to be on the up and up because we know that this is an election year. And what labor rights don't understand is that, well, the ones that are attacking me, specifically, not all labor rights, is that the politicians have long tricked us, the people of Jamaica. What do I mean by that? Well, if you remember, the prime minister of this country right now had said that in 100 days he would do this, this, and this. And if we can pay attention, we understand that that 100-day promise, none of it was fulfilled. So they have a reputation that allows the people, well-thinking people, to not trust them. Again, the optics, ladies and gentlemen, of the situation. As a matter of fact, man, I don't need to play it because I actually played it on. Everybody has seen the video. Everybody has seen the video that went viral in Mason Hall, right? So I am here to say, to show you this now, that this is the explanation from what's his name, Matthew Samuda and Andrew Holness government. But let's keep it a buck. There's a lot of reasons why people do not trust them. There's a lot of legit reasons why people do not trust Andrew Holness led government. So we're not going to act as if they're on the up and up. Anyway, about everything. So I said to her, um, I'm gonna be doing a live about the two sides to it. That was PR for election. They were not clear with the people until it bust out on the media. She said, "A foolishness me attack. Those pipes they take up was used to ground break, show the water is in the community." She said, I told her that her insults. Um, so you see, this is another labor right here. So in the chat, that love to tell people about their mother. I just another example of the dark and illiterate and dunce behavior of the labor right them. So black, all right, you can use that block to go do what you told me to do. All right, yeah. Next, it says here. It says your insults don't mean much to me. I told her. So she said, tell the PMP to get water. The thing was just going to turn off the pipe. Sign up to get water. Your UPMP is something else. No insults, nothing rude. What I wrote to you. So I said, Miss, I don't have all day to be back and forth. I'm not trying to change you from your choice to support a corrupt government, and it is a corrupt government. I am not live in Mason Hall. I never said that. Another person that does not listen. Let me just block this person because they don't listen. Block. Don't call me a liar. All right. Yeah. I don't take kindly to that because I never said that I was in Mason Hall. Anyway, I'm talking about the issue of Mason Hall. So this person says, um, I told them that you want to support a corrupt government. That is your choice, right? I'm not trying to change you. And for the other people on the live that have a problem with me questioning the government, I don't care if you want to support a corrupt government. That is your business. Anyway, it says here, you can't change me. I'm just sending you the fact. So this person get a flyer. She get a flyer and the flyer is fact. The flyer is fact because of the source where she get it from. The source cannot be lying to her, because you see these people don't do critical thinking. They just believe everything that is said to them, yeah, and shown to them. Anyway, like I said, I'll be paying close attention to that issue in Mason Hall. If there's any disruption in the water flow in Mason Hall, and if there's any truth to the reason why Mason Hall got water after all these years, and that's the other thing too. It's so funny to me, guys, that these people have lowered themselves to getting water. How long has Bobby Montague been running that area? Hmm? How long has Bobby Montague been running that area? Right? Shouldn't they have gotten water a long time ago? Shouldn't they have gotten water a long time ago? I'm just saying. Isn't water a basic? Isn't water a basic resource that every single household should get in Jamaica? Do you not expect that from your government to get water, good health care, because you're paying all of these US dollars in it? Give me a second, guys. One second, guys. One second. As me I go play, that is it. Me I go play where what him name? Me I go play with something they have to say. Mr. Come I asked the man in the wilderness about the situation, you know. Your man him did live this morning. I mean know them man they have people all over and people on the ground. So I asked him about it. So I'm gonna go to the point where I came in and I questioned him about the situation.
People first and study. Them can't treat nobody again. You think you can't come and say, he must spread rumors. And you ask him, what rumor pint? No, instead of you say they must spread rumor pint. Listen, it means say you have spread rumor, you know. Alright, you see that official just come and say, Bustamante hospital and then build the most hospital which are like, can't for them hospital the over 100 years old and all that. Right? And how much year was 70 years than them in the university hospital. You look at some hospital from the 50s and the 30s, somewhere keeps them public from here. See, them can't tell me nothing. That is when they come down that they go to bad. I already go. Yeah. You know what I say?
Alright. Alright, see it now.
When leave,
guys, you can't hear that properly? Hold on.
Then take it up back. Then you want to leave a little standpipe like that. Well, yes, Bolo, them not have no sense. Them are criminal. Yes, not St. Mary. Listen, so yes, not St. Mary. I can tell you, the father is not yes, not in TikTok. If you look on the scene, me know this. But what the commission do to come back to people that are one of the place is not directly the same place. You understand? So it's not directly the same place. Where him leaves, the other day, they take up. But them take it up and explain. That's what them do. Them take it up back. Then you want to leave a little standpipe like that. Well, in that, you never been assessed that. It's not going to stay. So them are going to take it out. Them take them out. Me not ask. Now people work about the commission to you. Him can't tell me nothing, you know. Each time them do this, the little pipe when put there, them never put it there to stay. Them put it to do them PR, and when them done, them take it up back. You ever see a standpipe look like that yet? And I think a 3/4 inch pipe. And then you wash it, and what that do to the people? Alright. So the Prime Minister come and promise you water. Yeah. Me don't want to see video where he put out. We don't want to see him drunk a jacket. Me don't want to tell you. Say the video, don't watch for the water come up. But this is what them do for real. Them take, it's not the same exact place, that one. But this is how them take up back them pipe after them gone. Them can't refute that. Listen. Them can't come and say me deny it, say them not take it up. Who's bad at Alan? Let me show you something. Now come back to him. Let me just show you something, Bolo. Let me show you something. I need it, yeah. It's tank top. Oh, you're Barrington, you know about it too. My virgin, let me see my virgin, I'll send it back to me. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, oh, I'm sending it. Yeah. Alright, come in upon my life. Alright, not say nothing better. Alright. So Barrington, you know me attack. I'm a virgin down there, you know. The virgin down there. I'm here to tell you. The water run out. Let me show you where my talk now. Let me show you where my talk. Now come back to him now. Yeah. Let me come back to him now. But let me go back to the water where my talk. Hey, when the car come on and with no bag of foolishness. See? Now I'll show you something now. Let me go to police and in water. Because I'm not a big vote. I want to chat foolishness. See? Let me go into the bush. No one go back in the bush. Alright, let me see for that bush here. Let me see this. I'm going to the bush there. Let me soon come back to that one here. Local sources according to the. Alright, let me take out this. Well, let me go back to Dr. Crab, but you want to put up the water. Let me just rubbish him first. I'm going to rubbish him foolishness. Look on this now. Let me see that one here. All right, look on me good. All right, look on me good.
This is the first time in all of my 34 years as a member of this community that I will see running.
All right, just look round it. Look on me now. Look round it, every single house, the houses. No, the people that live further out. You could have put a little pipe like this. It's not, build a stand, stand pipe. You have a place where you do catchment. You don't catch water from stand pipe. Can't create you build a stand pipe where people can put them in and they have some way run off the water. Whether to gully or to what, right? Look at this is a stand pipe, people. Who don't know a stand pipe? We said them take it up back after them leave. So it's not the one in the picture. But me, I tell you, what a pipe here, it wouldn't make sense. Water Commission leave a pipe right now serve nobody. Look where they look where it go.
Coming out of
That look like a pipe where I steer the people. This look like it I get water. This guy, Samuda, this guy Junko Jacket's the idiot. People, when you do pipe, in an area where you give people water, them not no water, you build a stand pipe. You know, put a piece of thing come out and you go like this. Yeah? This gonna be, then you could have, tell me something now, you come with your PM. And what you do, in a them time at 2025, you carry water on your head. This pipe now gonna be in there. You're a critical thinker. If it's just a stinker when it comes to this. So you look all over the pipe is. Tell me now. You're gonna go with your pan. What you do? Carry some big, I don't know, some big wash pan now and put under this. A matter of fact, stand pipe. This make as a stand pipe. Stand pipe you make with the top that it full your thing. The water not shoot. Oh, you don't catch water with this. Look at me, I tell you. Look on this. Look on this. When them say this to the permanent, they don't move. Eh? Me tell you, say my idiot, you know. He my idiot, you know. Eh? The stand pipe, that this is the law. Yeah. This is a low down pipe megawatt. No, but it don't go low. It's where they catch it down. Junko jacket, let me show Junko jacket. Junko jacket, you have flap you. You forgot, man. Let me show that Junko jacket is. Junko jacket are 4 feet something, you know. Junko jacket is a midget, right? Yes. Junko jacket are 4 feet. 4 feet. Junko jacket are 4 feet. Right? Junko is a midget. Yes. That's why it's a Tompa Junko, right? Look what the stand pipe catch Junko jacket. Now, you could have put your pan in a dirt. Even if you don't know people have no white peel again. Yeah? We don't know if people have a white peel again. You come here, so now you give people water and put this. The water spray. It now go down. Right? It now go down. People don't allow. But I reality, you know, every single sister and it the same. Yeah? So the water spray. This pipe, them take it up. Them take it up. The water now go down there, pan, you know. So you have to buy some bucket again now for the full black jump. Eh? Yeah? No, this could be a pipe for serve the people in the area. You go come catch water, yo. Drunk up jacket around 4 feet something. And look at the pipe there. Yeah? No, hold on. So that alright, let me ask you now. If you tell people go sign up, that means you can spend your money. So the pipe could have been the pipe in your house where you catch water from. The pipe not take up people. The whole thing the pipe take up back. The same pipe have to take up back. Eh? When come and attack, it don't make no sense. no sense. Eh? Junglist. Let me ask you something. Hey, now if you engage in one of my brother them to talk to you, remember? Well, I never call one of my brother them because never talk to one of my brother them because this don't make no sense. So no. We remember we are old school, you know. So remember call one of my brother them from old school now. What my brother them? What about you? Wait the man. Remember call one of my brother them from old school. From where? Old school. Yes? Me call one of my brother. Hold on there. My brother. Yo, sir.
Come on.
All right. Me call it from old school. Grandpa Jackie come up, them put up 2 video, right? But you see, them put up a video where the water commissioner to come back, them lick up pipe. Because this pipe, they just connect it and them show you, right? Tell me something now. You know standpipe. You ever see a standpipe like this yet? We don't want to spray. Now go down in your pan. Because them that put a pipe cap where go down in your pan. We use 3/4 pipe. We don't put concrete there. We don't put concrete. Because remember your pan will go on your head. So you can come with a pan now and put in a dirt. People don't care about wash pan now. That's not good for you and Jonas. This could be a standpipe, brother. Eh? This not going to come back, brother.
What type of standpipe, brother? You said you're right.
And this could have saved in a dirt. You could have deal with people and them come with a pan for put pan in the head. You have many people care about water pan in the car in a bush this, you know. And what do I do? The pipe you got in a favor. If him tell me go drive down safe to see the pipe. His bull crop him attack. This pipe take up back. Them take them a back. It have to pull off back.
There's a PR flag, brother.
It's a flag, good. So this now, yes. So and it's a fraud. Because you trick the people them to it fraud and it's a fraud. So this now, it cannot stay there. This is not a standpipe. Yeah?
My understanding of standpipe as I know it.
Yes.
It have a cistern of concrete.
Yes.
Concrete cistern around the pipe.
Yes, stand, yes.
Washing. You can do washing.
Yes.
You can, and the pipe is at a certain height.
Yes.
You can pull certain container. Yeah.
So we wouldn't even have this. We'd have every camera by now. Your bucket will go on your head. And then in that weekend, in 2025, I make the people them come full bucket and carry it. If you go carry it, we are them yard now. Can them yard now they are selling people. Yeah?
And the next thing, we have a standpipe. You have to have an outdoor bathroom in the same area.
Yes.
Not only have a system with them wash.
Well, don't move. I want to hear them people. Don't move. I want to hear them people a long time now. But them gone. All right. Yeah, talk then. Yeah, man, talk.
I understand. Yes, this is enough.
They don't want this.
Yeah,
You standpipe. So I know about standpipe.
You can wash with and another tall pipe that you can have a shower.
Yeah, we can have shower. We set it up. You know standpipe, man. Remember back in the time we have standpipe and you have some community set it up. That can be a standpipe. You understand? It have the distance. Yeah.
Just a political game.
Yeah. See? So this couldn't be there. Nobody, can you, what you do, you so just wash your hand? That don't make no sense. And you're there in a bush.
Exactly.
No house around it. This pipe took up back already. So I don't know when come out and attack for full so.
Yeah, you go stand back in the day, man. You have a cistern, so you can actually put your pan and put your clothes in.
Brother, that's why you have standpipe, you know, because it now got up on the ground like this. This not ready yet for even people use it. And then the water will not spray. You have put a pipe cap and turn down so it's full your pan. And then use 3/4 pipe because they want the water heavy so it's full pan fast and not half inch.
Yeah, man.
Not half inch.
Yeah, man. Yes.
So we turn on the
All right, people. So, when you hear the reasoning, the general, Mr. Wayne Loan something. So, basically, I say, boy, yeah, the pipe move. That are the whole pipe. It It was a photo op, it was a PR. And again, me say, was it properly communicated to the people that that would have been the case? And I don't think so. Because why would somebody make a video wondering what the hell is going on? And then the next thing is the water commission man them, why them never communicate to the people them, or did they communicate to them? You understand what I say? Did they communicate to them? Now from the evidence that is there, right? When you see the whole day where Andrew was there and Matthew Samuda did there and Montague did there, and then in the night you see a video like that. What you gonna think? The people them well within them right to ask some question or even come to some type of conclusion based off what them say. Right? But me go play back Matthew Samuda what him say. Think it up on Instagram, on Andrew on his page. I am did respond. You see me? Give me a second, the people. Cause him mad, you know, him getting mad, you know. Where there? I hate this? No, sir. I must say TikTok you answer pan. I'm go on TikTok. Yeah, I think I TikTok. Well, I'm finding. Let me find it. Give thanks, Eli. Big up people in Pan and Bolo and clips. Alright, so let me see. Andrew Wellness on TikTok. One. Must ask him page. Alright, so there has to be a video here with Mati Samoda because no. No, no, no. So alright, I'm gonna go on Mati Samoda page. I'm sure I just get it off at half 5 personal. Or maybe they play it off last night. Not that one for do. Want them take it down? Ah no. I make up on something the page. At half 5 press page, people. Give me a second. Bless up the people that might hit the like button. Fits right. Big up everybody on the live. At half for the press. Yeah. Alright. Videos. Matissa mode. You man see it there. Right, that's so.
Upset my wisdom warriors. No matter some would have come out now and I feel like, what is going on?
Listen to this.
Another sister, the Jamaica Labour Party, take the people them for idiots. What is Samuda? What are you saying? Because you come like sitting around with you. You come like coming sticking on the blows and skirt head. My people, I want to hear this for yourself. Gets what? It is very unfortunate that these PNP mischief makers, who had decades to do right by the people of Mason Hall, have chosen to pour cold water on a project that will give 1,100 persons water in their homes. Now, what's interesting is that it is this administration that has laid the pipes. It is this administration that has phased the project and says this is the end of phase one, that will ensure the entire area of Mason Hall, Kidland, gets water. What you saw yesterday is the beginning of a new era for Mason Hall. Go in and sign up for your water. But ignore these mischief makers, because these are the same mischief makers that never gave Wentworth water. We did. These are the same mischief makers that didn't correct the issues in Gale. It is this administration that will do so with a new 6-inch ductile iron. This is the same set of mischief makers that built house in Eden Park, gave these houses to residents of St. Mary, and didn't run pipes and connect them with water. Very sad. But it is this administration that in weeks will break ground to give the people of Eden Park water in their homes, as we have given water to the community of Mason Hall. Now, when we commission systems, after we've done the testing, after we've ensured that everything is fine, after we're ready to bring customers online, we always do a ceremonial system. We don't go into people's yards, we don't go into their business place. We set up something on the road to be able to show that the lines are charged with water. That is what we did yesterday. The NWC no longer installs
standpipes. We're in the business of putting water in people's homes and businesses, not just simply putting it in the center of a community. So when we do commissionings, we do two things. We either use a fire hydrant or we set up a temporary system on the roadside that allows the entire community to come and see that water is indeed in their lines. We showed very clearly yesterday that water is in the lines, the system is charged, and is ready for the residents of Mason Hall. Now it's time for you to sign up with NWC to get your meter, get your account, and get your water in your house. Either meet us at 22 Senate Drive at the NWC offices in Fort Maria, or you can join us on April the 3rd, Thursday, this coming Thursday, in Mason Hall to sign up for your accounts. It's your time now to have water in your house. Pipes are there, we're ready for you. Just come and sign up. They are not like us. We are not like them. We give people water, we invest in Jamaica, we choose water for Jamaica. And this administration.
Yes, you might have some wood a wicked.
Yo, you see, him happy, him a political season, you know. So him have to throw shots, you know. And this is the thing now. If people will start raise up the file of the present government and start to talk about the obvious things, them a go vex. Them a go vex. And I don't know why them vex, because you don't want to start it, you know, because the record is not good. First and foremost, why them never communicate this to the people from the inception? Again, I think this is a situation where there was a lack of communication from the jump. Because you notice what him say them don't use standpipe anymore. And that him say, you know. Him say them don't use standpipe no more. Right? So it's a new thing now. When you see them come break ground, this is the procedure. Then, brother, why they never explain that to the people? Why they never explain that? Alright, him say you have to use them have to do testing to make sure so the water clean and so. Which should be standard procedure. Alright, cool. So you obviously do testing of the water before you do the groundbreaking. Again, I ask the question, why we never communicate effectively with the people in my Mason Hall? We're desperate for water, so them could have got some box and pay them $10,000 and register before we do the breaking. Why we never do that? Right? Make the people them can really say, all right, boom, we really have water in my pipe. Because you would be a better PR. You would get a better effectiveness from the commissioning. But when the people them go see the money man take out the pipe, them brother, we expect the people them to think. That at the point that I try to make. You see what I say? So with the people them not trusting the government already, you just give them fuel to run with again to say, yo, them money are some gimmicks, money, man. How can I eat that thing this? And I that them a miss, I that the carry a miss and all I other labor right them. And that them a miss where I attack me on this platform yeah, where name TikTok. Me get the most attack on TikTok. The support of them for labor them on TikTok are like the worst people them. What me buck up in a so far. Most of them just are like the worst set of people them. Them go directly to insults. Even when I was just asking simple questions and logical questions too. Then say you're a mischief maker if you ask questions. Well, guess what now? You people don't like to hold the government accountable. You just like to just anything them say, you just run with it and then can just do them thing and you know question nothing. But history has taught me that is not a wise thing to do. You understand? Because all I have heard is that I should not trust politicians. So why should they tell me something and then me see the opposite of it happening and not question it? That makes sense? That don't make no sense, Brethren. You understand? And believe it or not, it doesn't matter which side. Never question it. Right? Don't you want to learn? Don't you want to understand what is going on? Right? So you can make a proper assessment of things. But what happens with the people is that because them know something or purport to know something that you don't know, them choose to try to tear you're idiot man, you know, say a foolish typical Jamaican. Typical Jamaican. You understand? Instead of them sit here say, yo, and I'm talking about a specific. The people them would do it, them know themselves on the TikTok. They came in my chat. Some of them are text me and I send me a message. Excuse me, some of them are disrespect. All of that. Saying them know themselves. Right? And we not cry about nothing, but we just point out the character flaw. You feel what I deal with? Yeah. Because there was not even one time that I said, yo, Mason, boy, rate. Me, when I said this can't be real, there's no way that they have just committed, because that would have been political suicide. To me, for them did actually do that, that would have been political suicide. But guess what? It's our more for do. I'm gonna go for my right now I'm gonna go for my something there. My other live right now, I'm gonna play this, you know. I'm gonna play this out there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Gonna play this audio. Make me play this audio. Alright, dark stream. Alright, go. I'm gonna find the audio now. I want to get the full quality, you know. Yo, don't pay me no mind the neighbor there. That's just an inside joke. Full quality. That's crazy. PBC Jamaica. Commissioning ceremony. Full speech of the Prime Minister. Here we go. I'm going to speed it up a little bit, you know, people. I don't know how long I'm going to talk for, but more everybody here, the fullness of what I actually say at this ceremony.
Most honorable Andrew Holness, Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Welcome to the live, people. Can't show myself on screen it on the YouTube. Pay attention to what is being said, yes? TikTok, big up.
What a beautiful audience. Allow me to do the formalities and recognize the hardest working Minister of Water, the Honorable Matthew Samuda, Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation. Allow me as well to recognize your Member of Parliament, Robert Bobby Montague. Allow me to recognize all the other councillors who may be here from the St. Mary Parish Council, and I see as well from the St. Dan Parish Council who have joined us in celebration. Mr. Omar Sweeney, Board Chairman of the Rural Water Supply
Just
Limited.
flip the camera, man. Me there, man.
To you, Mr. Chairman. I was particularly impressed with the performance of the students from the Mason Hall Primary and Infant School, particularly the little ones who did the rendition of Karamiaki, Linstead Market, and of course you, the wonderful people of Mason Hall. And let me thank you for the very enthusiastic and robust welcome and greeting. I know that you were so much happy to see me, but you are very happy to have the commissioning of water in this community. It is with a profound sense of purpose and pride that I join you for the commissioning of the Mason Hall Water Supply Project, a flagship initiative under the Government of Jamaica, Caribbean Development Bank, Rural Water Supply Improvement Project, Phase 1. This not only represents a milestone for the people of Mason Hall, but it is also a symbol of the kind of development we believe in. We believe that development must be inclusive. Everyone must be involved, whether you are living in urban areas or in rural communities. It must be equitable, meaning it must be fair. Not because you live in a rural community, meaning that you get rural quality water supply. No, everybody must get good supply of water, and it must be transformational. When we make our investments, it must have a distinct and appreciable difference in the lives of the people who will benefit. So I know that all the households in Mason Hall will see a transformation in their household, in their daily lives. Those who would have had to carry water on their heads will no longer need to do so. Those who would have to buy water from the water truck, you would no longer have to do so. You can now have water in your kitchen and water in your shower. Today, we are celebrating the fulfillment of a commitment that no community in Jamaica will be left behind. That basic services like potable water should be accessible to every citizen, regardless of their geographic location. For us, it is a matter of dignity that every Jamaican should have access to potable water.
Listen up.
It is not only a matter of pride and dignity, but it is an economic necessity. Providing you with water in an efficient and reliable way improves your productivity. Consider the time that you waste carrying water to your house. Consider the income that you waste having to purchase water. Consider not having the inconvenience of not having water and how that will improve the quality of your life. But having water is...
I think all of those things are excellent things to consider. But it's the timing of it for me. How many places has there been water selling and certain persons have been benefiting from that water being sold? Certain persons that is allegedly connected to the status quo. But it's an election year and election is about to be called, so you know, we know what time it is. We know what time it is. We understand.
Of your health. How much more healthy you would be if you didn't have the stress about worrying water and carrying water and toiling to bring water to your home, but to do simple chores. So for us, water is a matter of dignity. It's a sense of giving you the access to basic services, but especially for our young people. They see it as a sign of modernity. Modern living means having water in your house. And we can't say we are in 2025 and so many of our households don't have water in their shower. So the people of Mason Hall are rightfully proud and happy to finally have access to clean, reliable water.
Right now.
It has been a dream deferred for many years. Now we can celebrate it as reality achieved. So I want to speak to the scale of what we're doing here. With this project, we are expanding water access to an additional 900 new customers. So 900 households in this region that didn't have water before will be able to immediately, with the commissioning of this service, will now have water. And this is on top of the existing 4,273 residents already connected through the broader interventions by the Rural Water Limited and the National Water Commission. This includes 3,173 residents who are receiving significantly improved service and 1,100 new customers brought on through earlier processes. So effectively, this commissioning must be seen in the context of work that has already been done that would have previously brought on 4,273 new persons onto the national grid. And now, with this, we are putting on another 900. It is important for me to place these facts on the table because in a democracy, it is the right of every citizen to express their opinion and indeed to express their frustration. And it is ultimately.
So I'm just know that. In a pandemic, when you expressing opinion, although it was unfavorable and disrespectful, is his comments. A girl would express her opinion in a pandemic and say, if you come down now and then tired of you and she a labor right, then kill her in her house. Never hear you address that. Then kill her in her yard. Because she come from a labor right side. I never hear you condemn that. So how comes freedom of speech is supposed to be something all of a sudden? It sounds good, But in a key time, then when if you say something, when I hear it. Mom's the word. But let's continue. Mom's the word. Election time no man. So say all of the things them where you know say if you say just like the last time when I run election, yeah. We understand. We get it. We get it. We get it. Let's continue. Trust me, we get it.
The right of every citizen to express their opinion, their frustration, or their elation in the ultimate expression of their freedom, which is their ballot. However, it is also the duty, as it is the right of every citizen, to express their opinions, their frustrations, or their happiness based upon facts, based upon
obviously not watch my
context, based upon reason, rather than on
I spoke about
emotion.
that program, but we're not talking about that right now.
And as a politician now, 27 years elected, and having to deal with constituents and voters,
you can't speak.
You get to understand the incredible level of frustration that exists in the Jamaican electorate. And that frustration is so widespread that it has led to a belief that government can't really change anything.
But hold on there. Wait. So Andrew Honest just said that a while ago. There's a belief that government can't change everything or anything. But in the same speech, he say you've been told a lie that the government can give you water, can give you light, can give you road without a good economy. What was the point of him making that? I don't know nobody that is being told by anybody else that you can get all of those things without a good economy. But in this part, he's talking about, you see, every time when I listen to that brother in full speech, them I hear so much discrepancies in an argument. When I really sit down and listen to him carefully, let me play that back. Let me play back.
Years elected and having to deal with constituents and voters, you get to understand the incredible level of frustration that exists in the Jamaican electorate. And that frustration is so widespread that it has led to a belief that government can't really change anything. So there are still expectations. The electorate still makes demand. But privately, the electorate still believes that sure, them just talk, sure, them just promise, sure, them just a trick with, sure, them incompetent, sure, they will never get it done. And what that has led to is not just a healthy skepticism of government, which for democracies to work, electorate must have this healthy skepticism. But it has turned out to be more than just skepticism. It is almost a disdain and a disbelief, a lack of trust that government can deliver. Mason Hall is a community that is over 200 years old. Mason Hall came out of a plantation. The core of the lands of this community were a plantation. And from that history, it was never meant to be a developed area. The plantation was a zone of exploitation. So it was never intended that Mason Hall...
Hold on there. Again, so because Mason Hall was a plantation, it was never intended to be a developed area. But the whole of Jamaica when I want plantation. So what that mean? Jamaica wasn't meant to be developed? What is he saying? That makes sense? No, seriously, that makes sense? What must say? Yo, me telling you, yo, listen carefully to them people when they talk. Because this don't make no sense.
And a disbelief, a lack of trust that government can deliver. Mason Hall is a community that is over 200 years old. Mason Hall came out of a plantation. The core of the lands of this community were a plantation. And from that history, it was never meant to be a developed area. The plantation was a zone of exploitation. So it was never intended that Mason Hall would develop as a community. The idea behind Mason Hall was that it should be a sugar plantation with small plots and allotments for the enslaved to live and proper facilities for the plantation owner, who was by and large an absentee. But with the end of the system of slavery and the newly freed taking ownership for their community, Mason Hall started to emerge as a little district. You mentioned Madam MC.
You know, even with that added part that he put there, the reference of it being a plantation was just too far back. He never even had to go there. He never even had to go there. What was the purpose of that part of the conversation? Let's continue.
That your grandmother.
You see, this is what they call word salad, you know. In the intellectual space, they call it word salad. You're just saying stuff that is not necessary in the context of the now. The conversation is right now, we're in 2025. Mason Hall is an area that never had water, right? And the people are delighted that water is there now. That is it. We don't need to know about 1926, brother, and 1960. Huh? It's like you try to butter it up. We never need to know about slavery, bro. We never need to know about slavery. We are post-slavery by 60 years plus. What we had to back of slavery? The dude wasn't even born in that time. He's 53 years old. Like what?
94 years old. So even at her birth, Mason Hall would have been maybe 150 years old at that time. A well-established community. I go back to that history to make the point that from then till now, Mason Hall did not have a utility supply of water. Mason Hall did not have piped water.
So Hey man, listen man. Yo, this dude is rich, bro. This man just went to slavery, bro, to make the point that Mason Hall didn't have any water at that time until now. Duh, bro, man.
To its homes.
This guy is something else, man.
As one person said in the audience, all they had was a little pan. And they had to carry water. Why am I making these 2 points?
Please.
The first point is that people don't believe that government can actually change things, even though they have the expectation that government should change things. And the second point is that the things that give you the greatest discomfort, the greatest pain points that you have, for example, no water. This has not been a recent occurrence. This has been going on for a long time.
Okay.
And because it has been going on for such a long time, communities are rightly in disbelief that it will ever change.
Oh, I see what he did there. He's really selling it. He's really like, man, listen, this is the greatest achievement. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you never had to get water from us. Understand? Nobody else could have done this but us. We and you. I'm a remind you that we's the one that did it. You know how I look at that? I look at that very differently, you know. This is how I look at it. You're getting paid and the others are getting paid millions of dollars. Jennifer, you're getting paid millions of dollars, bro, to make sure that these issues are a thing of the past, right? And given all the promises that you've made to the Jamaican people, having running water, I mean, you know, you can imagine if they had started this process 9 years ago when they just came into power and they really shifted the landscape and gave water to every single community, or even 80%. That would have been a real legacy for Andrew, honestly. Nobody else couldn't boast that. Yo, I gave all of the places that didn't have water for like forever, them have water now. What was the reality? The reality was that the black jumped them and a bag of selling of water and a bag of nepotism and cronyism and corruption around the selling of water. That are the reality, and but now one area that hasn't had water for a long time, which we're happy for them, obviously. He's literally milking it. He's literally milking it. If somebody said if this man really cared, he would have done this from 2016. Yeah, listen, bro. I know it's all about political points. That's the point. That's why I'm playing all of it, you know. And that's why I'm making TikTok here, you know. You understand? Because the argument for me in regards to this started on TikTok. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Let's continue.
How do we therefore really make a change in this? A change in how our people see our democracy and how we deliver the goods of the democracy. Because that is what democracy must do. It must deliver prosperity. Water in your home is prosperity. Because you make that connection. You vote for water in your home.
Brother, yo, watch out. Yo, brother. Yo, my life, you know. I'm there on the internet, brother.
Is that sometimes in a way that is not quite rational. Because as I have interacted with many voters, as I've said, I will oftentimes hear, well, if we don't get the water, that in itself is irrational. And because it has been going on for such a long time, communities are rightly in disbelief that it will ever change.
No, some should have carried my bomb
How do
back,
we
you know.
therefore really make a change in this? A change in how our people see our democracy and how we deliver the goods of the democracy. Because that is what democracy must do. It must deliver prosperity. Water in your home is prosperity. Because you make that connection, you vote for water in your home. And what it has turned out to be, this use of your vote for prosperity, is that sometimes you use the vote in a way that is not quite rational. Because as I have interacted with many voters, as I've said, I will oftentimes hear, well, if we don't get the water, that in itself is irrational.
Why is that irrational?
That if you don't get the water, you're not voting. In other words, the very power that you have to get the water, you decide that you're not going to use it.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But then there is the other side of the irrational.
I see what he's saying. You should vote, people. You should vote.
If we don't get the water, I'm not going to vote for you.
That's rational. That's rational.
No.
No, you see, the first one, I agree with the Prime Minister on the first statement. When he says the people that say they're not going to vote if they don't get something from the government, that's irrational. What you should do is vote against the government that didn't give you what they promised to. That's actually rational. It makes sense. It's called voting for change. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen on TikTok? Can I get an amen on YouTube? Can I get an amen?
If we don't get the water, I'm not going to vote for you.
Stacey, what's up? Devon Rowe, big up everybody.
That may be, on the surface, a rational exercise for the citizen in terms of trying to hold the government to account for the water. But I'm here to tell you that that is very limited.
Oh my God.
In terms of what it can actually deliver for you. And I'll tell you why.
Whose man's is this?
Because I'm certain in this audience, there are many persons who have withheld their votes because they got a promise and the water wasn't delivered. And there are many persons who changed their votes because they got a promise that water would be delivered. And up until last year when we broke ground, having either not voted or changed your vote for a promise, you still had no water. So,
you know, that logic that he just used a while ago would make sense if he actually knew if anybody didn't vote, or there could be people that just never stop voting for them, you know, and not vote for the other side, you know. That is a prevalent thing in Jamaica, you know, where the die-hearted people, if they don't get what they want from their side of the party, they just don't vote. They don't vote for the JLP if they are PNP, and they don't vote for the PFP if they are JLP. That's a very, very common thing. It's actually too common. What is in the minor column is people that actually switch their vote because you did not perform and you weren't accountable. All right, you promised us in 100 days we would get this, and we didn't get it up until now. A fixed date. Hey, Ryan Campbell, what up? A fixed date election and all of that. But yet still, you know, most of those people just decided, yo, he lied to us the first time about the 100 days. The next election are not voting for him. They don't vote for the other side. 99% of the time they don't vote for the other side. So his logic really doesn't match up in this situation where Mason is concerned, because he don't know if whoever voted for the PNP, he don't know if it's because they promised him something and didn't get it. How he's gonna know that about everybody in Mason Hall in that area, because this is the area that he's actually having the speech. And guys, tap up the screen, no? Double tap the screen to get the like button. And multiple people here watching, and the likes is not adding up to the people that is watching. Come on now, ladies and gentlemen. Better than that.
How should the citizen of Maysnall or any other district facing this challenge of I want the goods of democracy, how should we use our vote to secure our prosperity through the democratic process? The first thing that the enlightened voter should look for in a government is not the promise of the goodies, the water, we're going to deliver road. Any politician worth his salt can stand up on a stage and speak eloquently and promise you anything.
You mean like what you did in 2016? Yo, this man is telling on himself, bro. These are my confessions. Just when I thought I said, he's literally telling on himself. All the shit he said in 2016 to the people of Jamaica, all the promises that he's made, he's telling you, you should not have listened to me. But now he's not really telling you that. I'm deciphering that. He's telling you not to listen to the PMP. He's telling you, yo, the PMP is trying to do what I did in 2016. I'm not saying that's what the PMP is trying to do. I'm saying he's saying that's what the PMP is trying to do. And he's flipping it. He's telling on himself by telling you that, but he already did it and was successful. He's just telling you to make sure the PMP isn't successful because it would favor him to stay in power. This man is a chess player, man. You a sly devil, bro. You are a sly devil. I give you props. That was cute. That was cute. That was cute. That was cute.
They can promise you anything.
Yeah.
And many of you have fallen for it.
Oh, yes. Yes. The promises that you made to them in 2016, they fell for it, didn't they? People, the man is laughing in the face, you know. Mighty God of Daniel. What a guy. Yo, this dude is amazing, man. Yo, this is crazy.
By saying, why I'm so good, me going to change your vote. Why it's you anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
They can promise you anything.
Yes.
And many of you have fallen for it. Either by saying, why I'm so good, me going to change your vote. Why promise me this or why I'm saying I'm going to do that. And you change your vote. And then when it don't happen, you kiss your teeth and say, politics can't do nothing. But you have to know, as electors, looking back at this history and recognize that you have to use your vote, your authority over the politicians in a different way.
How do you do that?
You must vote for the politicians, because you can't do without the politicians. There's no way countries run without them. But you must use your vote to support the politicians that demonstrate the wherewithal to deliver. Some politicians come with wishes, and some politicians come with wherewithal. You ever heard that word before? Wherewithal, the ability, the capacity to turn promises and commitments into reality.
So if we should look at the wherewithal, Mr. Andrew Holness, of you, let's start with the first, the promises for the first 100 days. It's been 10 years, 5 years, somewhere thereabout. Whatever the case might be, those promises have not been fulfilled. So what does that say about the wherewithal for you to deliver? And what is that telling the people that are voting? Is that telling them to not vote for you in the next election? Huh? You don't say. Man, yo, cop mode kill cop, man. This is, man, listen, pause. This is interesting. This is very interesting. Boy. No, please, I could go on, you know. The 100 days is just the easiest reference, but I really could go on. He promised us to have a government that has transparency. No transparency. We have a gag order government. We have a government that 7 more of the people outside of the prime minister is being investigated by the Integrity Commission, and their assets cannot be certified. So that's a big deal. You know, it really is a big deal. I don't know about you, but I need the most honest type of politicians to be my leader, because politicians already is in a place of temptation to just screw us royally. All right, so I want the most honest politician, not one that is loose making promises and is not a man or a woman of their word, and they don't stand on their word. Yeah, I can't deal with people like that. I can't deal with a leader that lets people that violate the people of Jamaica, like Floyd Green, COVID rules, shower labor right, no movement there, no charge. But everybody else that is a regular citizen got charged hundreds of thousands of dollars, even in the million, to violate COVID rules in the pandemic. But because it didn't happen to you personally, you don't care. Until it happens to you, that's when you care and want others to care. That mentality is the reason why we're in the trouble that we're in. Whatever the government does to one Jamaican, he does to all of us. Just like the situation in Portmore, that they tried to violate the Constitution again. Baldhead Wayne, what up, my brother? Good to see you. It's been a minute, right? They violated the Constitution again, and they got caught up in the Constitutional Court, and the judge said, nope, not gonna happen. And they said, but judge, we really weren't gonna go ahead with it. Judge said, hello, I am gonna forbid you to go ahead with it. You won't have a choice. And then Terry Long jump up and talking about they want something. This is they have no truth in them. Anything for PR, anything to look good, but not actually the honest truth about the situation. And you wonder why, when you saw the video with the pipes being taken up, people were like, wait a minute. What? They really just did that? Oh, not again. That is the exact reaction that a lot of people had. Not again. Not again have we been bamboozled by these people. Not again. That's it. So I don't understand the labor rights that go, oh, these people are mischief makers. No. They are people. There are people that have been traumatized by the lies of a corrupt government. You understand? There are people that have been traumatized by the healthcare system, killing off them brothers and them mothers and them sisters and them babies. It's a tough time. Huh? A healthcare system where the car that crashed on the PJ Patterson Highway 12:40 a.m. yesterday morning. The people that survived that carnage, members of their family went to Spanish Town Hospital, reported on the news, and there was no machine, no CAT scan machine at the hospital. This is the reality, and the people of Jamaica. You want a third term of that? Huh? That's what you guys are celebrating. And when you see Watergate Masonal, we're glad for Watergate Masonal, but these other substantive issues that are major issues. Water is basic, road is basic, electricity is basic. Those things are all basic things that the government is supposed to provide for our people in their country. How you doing, Star Meet on Bolo Bvrclips? Salute to you, love. I'm also over by Bolo VNR 2.0, and I'm on TikTok. Right? So, man, listen. I could go on. Trust me, I could go on. But let's continue with what he's saying, because I want to listen to the full thing.
And some politicians come with wherewithal. You ever heard that word before? Wherewithal. The ability, the capacity to turn promises and commitments into reality. They may not be the most eloquent politicians because they take their limited time to develop their skill in administration and management. in understanding problems, in managing systems and bureaucracy to actually get the results for you. I stand here as a politician, not giving you wishes and dreams. I see myself as a leader of this country, whose mission it is to deliver the benefits for the people of this country, to create the wherewithal, the ability, the engine to transport the Jamaican people from poverty to prosperity.
You know how good that sounds, but after 9 years, where's the wherewithal? Where's the prosperity? The Jamaican people that are out there in the majority, are you seeing your neighbor prosper? Or are you seeing your neighbors struggling? You don't have to look too far enough. You have family members. Are they prospering or are they struggling after 9 years? That he thinks that yo, listen man, it sounds good, but it's not really good. Because what he's doing, he's actually sinking his own reputation. This is not somebody that is like Mark Golden that has never been in power, that doesn't have a record of management. Your record of management is the last 10 years. So when we actually look and give you a score, what do you think your score is going to be? Your score is not good. Your score is not good. Somebody was here a while ago said, "Oh, I see them giving away 2-story houses." Context matters. Oh, it's wonderful. People are getting houses. That's great. How much houses have you given away in the last 9 years? What, 230, 250, almost 300? Right. Right. Okay. All right. How about PG that gave away 10,000? That's moving the needle. 10,000 affordable houses in a year. 1 year. 200 and something in 9 years. Man, listen, bro. Let me continue, bro. Man, shout out to Ball. I already know this is Ballhead Wayne. Shout out to Ballhead Wayne for the PayPal, man. Salute to you, my brother. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you kindly. Ballhead. Oh, Timo was in the building too. Damn, Timo. Thank you for the cash out, man. Salute. I didn't see this. Appreciate y'all. Yes, sir. Shout out to the broskies, always supporting. Let's continue.
And the first part of my responsibility is to ensure that we give the Jamaican people a strong economy.
All right. Strong economy.
A big trick has been played on all of you.
Oh, listen to this. Listen to this.
And that trick is that you were led to believe that the government can deliver water, road, security, healthcare, housing, education without a strong economy.
So I wanna ask. I've been asking this, but I'm gonna ask it again. Which government is he talking about? Which government came to the people of Jamaica in a campaign and said, "Listen, we're gonna give you roads. We're gonna give you all of this. We're gonna give you roads. We're gonna give you water in your pipes. We're gonna give you all of this, and we're not gonna have a good economy and still achieve that." Which government ever posited that idea to the people of Jamaica? Which government? None. Why is he making this point? It's pointless. And word salad. Just word salad. That's it. I shouldn't even call it word salad. But the other word and description is very derogative, so I just leave it to word salad. It's dirt. It cannot be consumed. Alright? What he's saying is foolishness. Nobody ever went to the people of Jamaica and said, "We're gonna give you all these things without a good economy." The aim was all ways to have a good economy. Every government that I know of, when they're presenting their budget and their ideas, it is to grow the economy. What he needs to ask, well, what I would love to ask him is why has his government not focused on agriculture? Because we're definitely not growing no economy and agriculture is dying in Jamaica. The imports are rampant. And then the allegations surrounding one of his MPs in a certain region of Jamaica is treasonous to agriculture. So I don't know. I don't know. Actions speak louder than words. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue. Let's continue.
They tell you this, they say to it this way. Chuck, you better talk about economy. Economy can't yam. Putting in your mind that somewhere there is some secret fund that the government has that they can just dip into and come and deliver. And indeed, the secret fund that the government has dipped into many times is other people's money, otherwise called more taxes or more debt.
So first he said there's no secret fund. Then he named the secret fund. Other people's money are more taxes. Just wanted to point that out. Contradiction.
And when you take more taxes, it's out of your pocket. And when you take more debt, they're going to take more taxes from you to pay it back. So you got tricked. And until we break this notion that somehow I can get all the roads fixed and all the water fixed and everything you want and you can get it now without focusing on the economy. Let me tell you something. The only reason why you're going to have water in your house tonight, in your shower, is because we have the economy that produces the resources to be able to do this.
All right, so this is a key point of this actual presentation because he said the only reason why you're going to have water in your pipe tonight. Who in Mason Hall had water in their pipe? Nobody. They haven't registered yet. According to what Mr. Mati Samuda said, they have to register. They have to register. So there wasn't any water in their pipes, like he said. The only reason why they're gonna have water in their pipes tonight. That same night when he left. But they took out the pipes and they turned off the water, and the people has not registered for water yet. So how could they have water in their pipes? Again, you see how people listening to him and then seeing a video where they might take out the pipe would make them feel like, say, well, wait, we get tricked. It's like it's like I don't know if the people are the people that are attacking me on TikTok are really thinking and listening to what the Prime Minister is saying. The man told the people right there in the presentation, the reason why you're getting water in your pipe tonight is because of good economy. So they should be expecting water in their pipes. But wait a minute. Why didn't he tell them they had to register? Obviously, nobody couldn't register yet. And if anybody did register, why only a few was told I was given the green light to register? Because the flyer that I have up on TikTok right now, it says Thursday, April 3rd, 25th, 9:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. We are coming to you. So they are going to the people in Mason Hall to door to see who wants to get registered to get water. So why did he say that? Could that be perceived as misleading? Not saying it was his intention to mislead them, but could it be perceived as misleading? And then the people again that came to the conclusion that they came to are not bad mind. Hmm? Is it possible? Bro, man, listen, bro. I'm telling you right now. These questions are rhetorical. I hope you know that. You're supposed to know the answer. Real talk.
So not only can the economy yam, the economy can drink. And if we don't have a good economy,
Yo, Thomas has body feet, brother. The man said the economy can yam and it can drink. You know, yeah. Then you know, hear the man. Brother, it's at the PBS website. This is a government website. What are you talking about? This is a government website. Come and look at the screen. I them film the prime minister said that.
the economy yam, the economy can drink. Because we have the economy
Listen
that
to the man, brother.
produces the resources to be able to do this.
Yeah.
So not only can the economy yam,
The
the
economy
economy
can
can
drink.
drink. And if we don't have a good economy, you can't yam and you can't drink.
If we don't have a good economy, you can yam and you can drink. Well, not necessarily. If you are self-reliant and you start farming and you have land, you can sustain yourself without a good economy. At least you're gonna have food. You might not have. You might not have. Oh shit! I'm not trying to do. Roro, I'm not trying to do. No tap screening right now. Sorry, and I apologize, Roro. Salute to you, baby. Anyway, back to what I was positing. So the economy can name and it can drink people, yeah?
What has this government done?
Mm-hmm.
We have spent the time to ensure that we have a strong economy. So I can stand here this Friday, as I did the Friday before, and the Friday before, and the Friday before, and the Friday before, and the Friday before, one after the other.
Put it down, man.
Turning on water.
We don't want any problems. Don't want no problem. Listen, me now. We don't want any problem. No problem at all. We don't want. All right. Yeah, man. You have to make sure, see you step in through the door, fully clothed. All right. We don't need any problems in the place, man. Me and stomach we gonna pull off man off of you. Like a wild animal, like a beast. In stomach, we say now pull nobody off her. Stomach not easy, man. Someone say man, him no business today, no tickers. You're on your own, so make sure you put on your clothes. Anyway, back to my life. That was a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we have to address that very serious issue. Yes, sir? Let's continue.
Commissioning new water system, handing over houses, looking at roads on the spot that is going to be repaired, breaking ground for a housing scheme. Come on, man. It is the economy that has done that. It is the good government of Jamaica that has done that.
So, people, what the Prime Minister is saying is that they are doing a lot. They are doing so much, and you guys should be grateful. I want to ask you, are you guys grateful? Do you guys feel the prosperity? Do you guys feel the good economy that can yam and drink? Are you guys feeling it? Huh? Are you guys feeling it? Are you feeling the great economy? The economy that can yam and the economy that can drink? Can you feel it? Come on, man. Any other man say, come on, man. Like, what more do you want me to do? I'm doing the best I can. And I can't do no more. I can't do no more. I can't do no more. Brother, I'm there on the live. Jesus. And I be about all the cuss, brother. See what? I go to some of my mic then one place.
So I hear some people talking, and you know, again, democracy, you listen to everybody. But they still don't understand that Jamaica has changed. The mentality has changed. But more importantly, the mentality of the leadership of Jamaica has changed.
All right, so I'm not going to argue a mentality change. But how is your mentality change serving the people of Jamaica and Johannes? Is it a good mentality change? Did you mentally change to sell us out to the Chinese? I don't know. What's the mental change? I hope you're gonna explain it after this because this is my raw reaction. So maybe you explain it. So let's continue.
Budgets after budgets after budgets have been read in Parliament, and politicians have stood up and said, "I will give $1 billion to young people." Well, but they also said, "I'll give $1 billion as a grant to young people for their first deposit." Very laudable. Nobody can argue with that. They have said they would give meals every day on the PATH program or school feeding program, all kinds of promises.
Yeah.
And you don't think I would want to do those things?
You would want to?
But for the first time in the history of Jamaica, a sweet-mouthed politician would have stood up and made sweet promises. But because this government has changed the culture of budgets, we took the time to cost it.
Yeah, you took the time to cost it, but your costing was inaccurate. Because Favour Williams, honestly, said $2,000 in 3 years will give us $2,000 a month in 3 years would give us $74,000. That's what Favour said, you know. I didn't say that. Favour said that. But the accurate number is 72,000, not 74. That's the first thing. And she went on to say that's a tidy sum of money that can buy a little Pro Box or pay down on a little Pro Box. You know, a Pro Box is obviously over $1 million. Some of them are almost 2 or over 2. A fraction of a fraction or a percentage of a vehicle like that for you to pay down on it is definitely not $72,000 or $74,000. Yes? The other part of that was nonsensical from Favour is that the people that she's talking about, the majority of them need the $2,000 right now. But let's say them ban them belly and them find one way of pay the high level light bill them and the rent. So them find a way to do that and then still save the $2,000. The cost of living is going up, it's not going down. There's no growth in the economy. So how is that individual going to wait for 3 years to pay down on the Pro Box? When is the next payment going to be made? Because them can't find no money, you know. When is the next payment going to be made, guys? For the car with the matter code and pay down on. One next 3 years? And when people rubbish those ideas and that foolishness that she talk, them say I attack woman, them say, she say what the people are saying is rubbish. When the man in a town and Spanish town, I say, yo, load up a Favour, one more night Favour. Them say, yo, oh, those people are this and this and that. Huh? And I mean, tell herself a chat foolishness. And the government of Jamaica has decided to back the foolishness 100% and act as if they don't know that we know that they know See how foolishness favor say. Yeah, just to save face. Just to be a PR government. Mm-hmm. That them do. That them do, you know. Toughy. Them rough, boy, man. I tell you, them rough. These guys are amazing.
The price on it to see whether or not if these promises make sense.
They do.
Because in the long run, and in what they have proposed in the short run, is you go and pay for it. Because you may believe.
Hold on there. First of all, the Jamaican people that is out here, haven't we been paying for everything? Don't we pay taxes? So how are you going to scare the people into, oh, and you're going to pay for it? We have been paying for everything. Your security where you have as a prime minister, your flights them where you take overseas is our tax dollars pay for it, you know. We have been paying for everything. That's what the people tax dollars do, pay for everything. So what is your point? If the PNP comes up with a plan that actually benefits the people that they are going to pay for, what is the problem with paying for something that's going to benefit me? You see, they don't have any argument, you know, for the policies that the PNP have put in play. They wish they were the ones that came up with the ideas, but the PNP were so strategic and them realized that them love thief idea, so them wait till them reach all the way down to the budget to put it on the national screen, their ideas. So now it is documented nationally for the world to see, and they cannot now steal those ideas anymore and make them their own, as they've done before with many other ideas that people like Mr. Damian Crawford has put out there. You understand? So they can't say, no, man, that's not a good idea. What they want to do is say, no, that idea is too expensive. What if the people of Jamaica say, they know what? No matter what the expense is, for my child, the first child in my house that qualifies for a degree, the government is going to pay for it. Well, I'm paying for it anyway, so make him get a degree. When the man say I'm going to build 10,000 homes in a 1 year, and we are paying for the same way, mortgagee, make it 10,000 homes, then we can pay a rent to mortgage. That is a policy that is going to help the people to have them own home. And we are paying for it anyway. Right? It's our tax dollars is paying for it. So what is the point, Andrew Wallace? What is the point? You don't have no point. You cannot fight the budget that the PNP put out because it's an excellent budget. It's a budget that targets farming so we can increase productivity. Right? The weed business open up so we can sell medical marijuana. We can use the same marijuana to make medicine that is too expensive from overseas or is too short out here and don't have access to for many different ailments. Even people that are paralyzed and certain people have certain pain. You know how much things a weed can do? Marky J come open up the weed industry. Him did open it up the first time, make people now get locked up for one spliff. Big up Marky G. That time in the day behind the scenes as a lawyer. Him line out the legislation. Right? These are just some of the things that the man are going to do. They're going to help out the pensioners them. Right? Flat rate for them water. Zine, they're going to fix the electricity situation, which is easy to fix. Because of the JLP figure up that in the first place. When Alisha come in, him go to Babson, change up one thing. Me have it on my computer, my next computer. I go to Babson and null one hack. And from him do that, the thing goes so light bill goes so. And right now we still appear them high light bill because of Alisha. These are facts. These are facts. So them think they are easy fix. That's why I said that this government is doing what they're doing on purpose. I don't know where their allegiance lie, but it's not with the people. Right? Even the healthcare system. The man them have an AC unit in a one building where the kids them supposed to use, a hospital where the kids them use. And the AC unit cannot fix all now till a doctor or doctors came down to do charity work and give away free surgeries that most Jamaicans will never be able to afford in the United States if they was to go there. Only people who have some big money can afford them surgery there. And the man them couldn't do them work because there was no AC. There was a young girl or a young lady. You want to see her bank hook up like some looking at her back. I don't remember what they call it, sclerosis or something like that. But looking at her back, you could literally, you feel sorry for her, you can feel her pain. You can literally feel the girl pain looking at the young lady. And she was supposed to be scheduled to get a surgery. But because an AC unit that has not been fixed for how much years, right? Is not fixed. And then Christopher Tufton have the audacity to come in front of the media and say, well, you know, there is a part and we can't get this. And bro, let me tell you something. You have doers and you have people who make excuses. You can't, that should have been a priority. Fix the freaking AC, bro. The man, them have to go back home. These people even carried on equipment, money, medication to the government and give them aid. All you had to do is fix the AC, my guy. Just the AC. And that little girl would have gotten surgery. The freaking AC, bro. And these are the people that want to come tell us about third term. And I must be mad, yeah, man. Listen, me now. Let me continue to play this. I'm crazy, man. One freaking AC can't fix. If you picking them get free surgery. Huh? Accident happened last night, Sunday morning. People in got Spanish Town Hospital, no scan, what them call the CAT scan machine now work. No ambulance not there. 35,000 family have to pay to move them people. Not sure what's up, bro. To remove their people from the hospital and carry them somewhere else where them can get a CAT scan done. Like seriously. And then we ship out the blouse and skirt Cuban after them. And the LK system already jeopardized. LK system are run like off at 25% right now. Critical stage, almost dead. Zine.
That the promises are free.
Hey, bartender, tell the people them send me to have some music here. I don't know this man I check off him out say. Just because you don't like what I say. So that the man they come talk about me shut off music.
The long-suffering people of Mason Hall.
Me I use every time and me have with the music off.
To bring water
ready to turn on the music, to turn off for me I do. No, that brother they in there for me to even know. Oh, that's invites me a while ago.
Without
Whitney,
asking
Winston, big up.
$1 additional more in taxes.
Come on, pay them no mind. I just answer them when I feel like it. Me say if you want to turn on the music and your business that, you turn off for me, I turn off. Like nobody can style me. That me I tell you. Simple thing for me that they are saying, bro.
And I know some of them are
that them for know.
Frustrated. I recall going to a lovely community in South St. James, and a young lady came to me and she said, you know, Prime Minister, I work in a supermarket in Montego Bay. You know, my pay isn't much, and I have to pay something like $12,000 for a
truth hurt them money, you know?
of water.
That's a them problem. They not like when they talk the truth about the government.
You know, and I'm very
sympathetic.
support. I understand. And then a gentleman came up, a taxi driver, and he said to me, Prime Minister, if we don't get the water, no vote. And of course, you know, all of these things, they stay with me. I go back when I have some quiet time and I reflect. And I say, all right, now let me see how I can speed it up. But it represents the underlying challenge of our electorate. You know, the lack of trust, the high level of frustration, but the kind of politics that has not yet caught up to truly hold politicians to account. The kind of agency that we need to exercise, which means we own this country. And each and every one of you has a duty to act responsibly in how we exercise that ownership, especially over our leadership. What we must hold the leadership to account for, yes, is the water, but that's just the surface. That's what you see in front of you. Behind that is the wherewithal. And you need to start as a people to hold your government to account for a good economy. because it is not.
You know what's funny? What's funny about this argument, ladies and gentlemen, is that the good economy that he's boasting is in a recession for one and has had no growth in a long time. No growth. That's the good economy he's talking about. He's talking about an economy that is stagnant. But let's give him that. The economy is strong. The basis of which the economy is strong is because of the fiscal rules that was one put down by the PMP, and to their credit, that they had to agree to because it was legislation. They had to agree to the terms. They all signed off on it. So the fiscal discipline and the fiscal prudence that he's boasting is not a product of his discipline, but a product of the legislation written down to keep the discipline. Yes? And if broken, it's going to be identified pretty easy that you did it because the law is there. You understand? So when they say that, oh, you know, um, the PMP is going to break the bank with their budget, the PMP has to follow those same fiscal laws that they put down. So they can't use the budget in a certain way, if you understand what I'm saying. That's why the laws are put there to maintain that type of order. And the PMP is well aware of that. So don't let these people gaslight you into scaring, oh my God, we're gonna have FinSoc 2.0, which is nonsense as well, but I won't get into that. All I'm saying is the laws are there, the rules are there to guide the government. All they have to do is follow those fiscal rules and the bank won't be broken. Good? Good. All right, let's continue.
The good wishes of the politician that delivers the water. It is the wherewithal of the economy that delivers that water to you. So we are going to be delivering under the same project here to the people in Agualta Vale, Jordan Run, that scheme in southeastern St. Mary, in Albert Town, Ulster Spring, in southern Trelawney, Union Balaclava, the Union Balaclava scheme in northeastern St. Elizabeth, in Port Morant, Erie Castle, the Port Morant, Erie Castle
Thank you
scheme
for the follow.
in eastern St. Thomas, in Green Park and Higgins South Bamboo scheme in southeastern and northwestern St. Anne. So these communities are going to benefit similarly to how the people in Mason Hall today feel very happy. So my friends, I just thought share these few thoughts with you. And I hope that as you enjoy the water, as you cook running in your indoor kitchen, and as you turn on the shower in your bathroom, and you say, shower.
Wait, again. He's speaking like they have water in their pipes that time. Didn't somebody tell me that they had to register? Look at the screen, people. I didn't even know he said this. When you go into your bath tonight, shower. Again, the politics. Because, JLP says shower. Yo, that's funny. Bro, I don't understand, bro. How is he saying this and they never had water in their pipes that night?
Thoughts with you. And I hope that as you enjoy the water, and cook running in your indoor kitchen, and as you turn on the shower in your bathroom.
Come on, Mr. Wholeness. Nobody in Mason Hall could have water because according to your MP, Mr. Mati Samuda, they have to register first. And what you're suggesting is that somebody registered. So if somebody registered already, why wasn't it a wide scale registering? If they could register before the ceremony, why people would want to register? They haven't had water in how many years? That don't make no sense, brother. Yo, I can't tell you how me love water, so I can't just imagine if we live in one place like that and no water is there, and finally water come, you find it 10,000. Make sure me get first. Yeah, my general? My house first. Yeah. Me I tell you if I even squeeze him, you so want something, my general. Just that yard there first? Yeah. Alright? I swear to God. So if he must say he might talk like people have water at them pipe the night there. And then you see the video that make it worse. Me just I try to show you how people could be thinking when listening to what the Prime Minister said in his speech and then the action with the video. So it does require some explanation, which they have now given, but with arrogance. So I'm here to pipe them down. You know, I'm here to pipe down the foolishness, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go again. Well, I'm trying to tell you, man.
And you say, show up.
Show up. Who that?
You will remember.
Anybody in Jamaica, man.
The sweet promises of politicians.
Who that? We labor right them. You know must labor right them. I must labor right them. People from Mason all on the vex. What make uno vex? Eh? Because people are questioning thing. What make uno vex? Yeah, man. That's them problem. That's why they don't get water all long now. Because of them type of energy. They got no sleep, you know. But anyway, when we are talking truth, people are going to vex another circle. Truth hurts who can't take it out of his skirt. Somebody said from my barn, before Andrew ice the water surround this country. I know it's a gift from Andrew. I know no, it's a gift from Andrew. Yo. No, sir. As me I say, the people them should I get a link from before the commissioning and make them register for them water and just solidify the whole commissioning and make some people come and interview and say, yo, we get water in my pipe after how much years? Big up Andrew, big up Matty Samoda. I saw the man them should I do the thing. As there would have been no confusion about the water. No confusion should have do that. Somebody say, what Andrew bring water?
Which have been broken over and over again because as your 94-year-old grandmother would probably recall several times that politicians have made promises. What matters is the economy. And
yeah, me I say, touch not thy anointed and do thy prophet no harm. And don't even wish the prophet harm, yeah? Not because I disagree with my questioning about what going on in the area. And it never have to be me all. Any area at all, would I question it. No business. Me no business about. I don't care about people's affiliation to the party. I care about the procedure in which they do things. Right? Communication. Doing the thing the right way. You understand what I say? Not because I want political season. You know what I mean? And there's so much allegations surrounding the buying of votes. It's ridiculous. So Jamaica, I'm still a sell vote. I'm still a take money from the politician them and I promise them on the vote and I still do that. Because according to Andrew in this video, you know, we have been tricked. So now I go continue to make the politician do the old type of politics them and trick you know. And I continue to do that. That's what I'm gonna do. And then on the turn around and the grand pit them they in a slavery. Because them sell out to some people for one part. That's what I'm gonna do. Alright. For that no plan for those let me know, you know. Yeah man, I go left Jamaica. That's how I go on. Give me some ice there. If I that not gonna just make me know. If you don't make up on your mind, say a third term for Andrew, just let me know. You can't just left Jamaica from now. You know, I really love the country and everything and I don't want to run, but Much like back in the day when PMP was linking with Cuba, and the rich people them decide say they don't want to be associated with them type of something there. Well, I same thing me have to go do. One banana boat, something sneaking on a ship, something. But if you decide say when I go get that them and they want third term, me I left Jamaica. Doesn't let me know from now. Let me start pop me look to compens them and start process things and make the exit plan. Just give me a signal. You understand? Give me one signal, man. Beam the light, beam the green light. Go so. And beam the green light. Just go like this. You see that? Beam the green light to me. Your ball no matter what you say. You know, say we are go business with that third term, yeah? Yeah, man. You know, there's nothing, nobody, not even God can stop it. So the whole 100% of Jamaica say third term. So if I that not do, wanna just make me know, see? Alright. Let me hear this someone have to say.
Need to ensure that you cast your vote for the leaders who will keep the economy strong, who will grow the economy, and who will use the benefits of the economy for you. That is how you need to vote.
Using the benefits of the economy to us. How do the people determine when you use the benefits of the economy to us? The Auditor General's audit, isn't that a key indicator to prove that the money that you have taken in different ministries was actually used for the purpose intended and there wasn't any skullduggery? Hmm? I'm just asking. I'm kind of sure that that's what it was for. The Auditor General, you know her? That lovely lady? Yes? When she does an audit of the ministries and the municipalities, you're supposed to have receipts that you use the money for this, and this, and this. But if you don't have the receipts, doesn't that leave room for speculation that there might be some skullduggery? And then when you see the years pass of the amount of receipts that have not been given, then isn't that more cause for suspicion? Isn't that eroding the bridge of trust between the taxpayer and the politician? Especially when they have 28 bank account and their things cannot be certified. All of these things piled up into one does not look good. It's not good. You can't stand on telling us that we have a good economy when you have those variables to contend to. Because we don't know how good the economy can actually be if we don't have a receipt to where the money is going. Say, for instance, this is just a hypothetical situation. That means it's make believe for those that don't know or understand what hypothetical means. This is a make believe scenario. The money that was used in municipalities that was run by the government, this present government, when they did contracts, the money that they said they paid for the item was actually less. They paid less for the item. And the extra money skimmed off went to someone else. If that happens, this is why the receipts are important. Right? If that happens, what we're having is we could have had a better economy and in a better place with the economy because the money that was skimmed off, you're robbing us and you're robbing the development of the country. No matter how good the economy is, we could have been better. And that's important because it means that more people that was in need, elders, children, a lot of kids, the program, getting good, food, nutritious food to eat, while being at school. I saw some dishes from the part program in a certain area, some lunches. I played it on my platform. It was a disgrace. It's dog food, literally. The presentation, everything. You can look. It's just, you understand? Yeah, it look like paste on floor. Yo, Jano. Anyway, I'm just saying that's how not that's why it's important to give the Auditor General all the necessary things that she requires. So she can go and tick you off and say, great job, guys. Right? Great job. You see, it's all about accountability at the end of the day, you know. That's what it's all about, accountability. But some people just don't want to be held accountable.
So I urge you that as you consider your options and your choices, choose what is best for Jamaica. Choose Jamaica. God bless you and thank you.
Yeah, I really do hope that the people choose what is best for Jamaica. And you have to make that assessment to yourself. If you think that what is happening now in in our in our day to day is what is best for Jamaica, well, continue to vote for that. But if you want to change that, you have to get up, stand up, and vote for change. Yes, and that is it. That is the essence of it all. So we went through the speech. We already know the response that Matthew Samuda gave. I believe again that the situation was escalated because of a lack of communication. All right, I really do believe it's a lack of communication that caused the situation to escalate on the social media. So the government just needs to communicate better with the people, and these issues won't be any major issues. And them now have to cuss out people and talk about them bad mind and want to kill people because of them opinion and them something. Them not have to do all of these. The support of them don't have to do all of those things. Yes? Because you don't listen. And just hear one part of something and then run with it. And then somebody come telling you something and then you run with it again. Why you never got Olympics? You know, I want to run with it, set of people. Get the full context of things, man. Get the full context. Go through the whole entire. That's why when me see the video the first time, I say, yo, you know, say, I don't really believe this. This can't be true. And I started the live, and the live was an investigation live. That's what the live was about, an investigation live. But again, a lot of people have a problem with accountability. But that's what I wanted to posit. I wanted to do this earlier, you know, but when I came here, the music was up, 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 and then you see the music turn off. Someone just decided to do a live. I never turn off the music to do a live. The music was turned off, and then I do a live. You understand? That's how it went down. If the music never turn off, I'm gonna do no live. You understand? Yeah, very good. So, TikTok, big up on yourself. I'm out.